Okay, be honest with yourself for just a second here. How many days go by where you feel, incredibly busy, but not actually any better? You wake up, check your phone, rush through your entire day, and by nightfall, your thinking really hasn't improved at all. It feels totally normal, but it's actually a trap that's keeping you in the exact same place. Well, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are dissecting a brilliant blueprint for building a sharper mind through simple, powerful daily habits. We're skipping all the complicated academic theories and focusing strictly on practical actions that compound into a much smarter you every single day.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We're going to map these out across a single day. Here's a day in the life of a smart mind. 1. Winning the morning. 2. Deepening your daily thoughts. 3. Protecting your focus. 4. Embracing uncomfortable growth. And 5. The evening reflection.
All right, starting off with section 1, winning the morning. This is all about establishing control before the chaos hits. Notice the stark contrast here. Most of us, honestly, we default to that passive wake up, right? You open your eyes, you immediately squint at a bright screen, and boom, you surrender your attention to notifications or like a 6 a.m. doom scroll. You're basically letting random noise program your brain before your feet even hit the floor. But an intentional start completely flips the script. You find that quiet space before the world starts pulling you in 100 different directions, and you actively decide who you want to be today. Once you secure that little pocket of quiet time, you can trigger these growth habits. First up, wake up early, simply to own your time. But the real leverage comes next. Feed your mind before you react to everyone else. I'm talking about before the emails and the Slack messages. Stretch your thinking. Read a few highly useful pages that actually challenge your current understanding. And look, the key here isn't to crush an entire book before breakfast. It's about ruthless consistency over sheer volume. Just check out that tiny pink sliver on the chart. That represents just 10 minutes of focused reading out of the 1,440 minutes you get every single day. That's literally it. It doesn't take hours to build this habit. But, and this is absolutely crucial, that microscopic 10-minute daily investment completely recalibrates your remaining 1,430 minutes. Your brain wakes up primed, your focus is so much sharper, and you carry that momentum into every single decision you make. Moving on to section 2, deepening your daily thoughts. The big idea? Slow down to speed up. This quote really struck me. Information only becomes wisdom when you give it attention. In our hyper-connected world, we just rush right past really good ideas. But a smarter life isn't built by hoarding facts like you're training to be a trivia champion. No, you actually have to sit with an idea. You have to interrogate it and test it against your own real-life habits.
So ask yourself, which side of this are you actually on? Because it is absolutely vital to spot the difference between overthinking and deep thinking. Overthinking is that annoying voice asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" It manufactures anxiety and keeps you totally paralyzed in a mental loop. Deep thinking, on the flip side, asks, "Okay, what is true and what can I do right now?" It cuts right through the fog, gives you clear direction, and allows you to act wisely rather than just reacting blindly.
To process all this knowledge actively, you need a system. Step 1, ask better questions. Don't just absorb things like a sponge. Ask, wait, why did that happen? Or what's the counter-argument here? Step 2, write your ideas down. Writing literally forces your scattered, chaotic thoughts into a rigid, manageable structure. And step 3, connect the lesson to a small daily action. Because knowing isn't enough, right? True understanding only happens when the idea actually alters your behavior.
All right, section 3, protecting your focus, defending yourself against the daily noise. Notice the massive disparity on this chart here? That yellow bar for a distracted mind? It shows a huge energy drain for incredibly low results. When you're constantly switching gears for every ping and notification, you burn immense cognitive fuel, but you make practically zero real progress. A focused mind, however, preserves that energy by staying locked onto one task, which yields incredibly high-quality results. It's like night and day. Listen, we have got to finally bury the myth of multitasking. Seriously, it turns out multitasking doesn't make you hyper-efficient at all. It just dilutes your quality, drains your energy, and practically guarantees more mistakes. Single focus is the ultimate cheat code. It deepens your understanding, it actually saves you time in the long run, and it builds this unstoppable momentum.
So how exactly do we build that protective bubble? Well, here are your daily focus protectors. First off, put your phone literally out of reach. Just having it sitting there in your peripheral vision actually drains your cognitive capacity. Crazy, right? Second, create specific blocks of time for deep work with 0 interruptions allowed. Third, Stop treating every single message like it's a life or death emergency. You do not have to be instantly available to everyone. And finally, clear your workspace. A cluttered desk almost always guarantees a cluttered mind.
Moving into Section 4, embracing uncomfortable growth, getting into the friction of progress.
Here's the thing. A highly flexible mind actively seeks out friction. First, you have to analyze your daily mistakes completely without ego. Don't hide from them. Dissect them. Second, intentionally spend time with people who challenge your views. Listen to the folks who are asking the questions you've been avoiding. And third, try something new every single day. Just introduce a little bit of novelty into your routine to keep your brain agile and alert.
I absolutely love this point from the source material. Comfort creates repetition. Think about it. If you only ever hang out in echo chambers where everyone agrees with you and you only ever tackle tasks you've already mastered, well, you're gonna stagnate. Without friction, your mind literally stops expanding.
The overarching takeaway here is super simple. Fear keeps you stuck, but action creates growth. You have to willingly step into the unknown. And yeah, for sure, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Actually, scratch that. You will probably fail a few times. But that very friction, that is the exact mechanism that upgrades your brain.
And finally, Section 5, the evening reflection. Time to close the loop. Way too many of us just collapse into bed at night with our minds still racing with all that daily noise. Instead, try this simple 3-step nightly routine to close the loop. Take just 5 minutes, maybe less, and ask yourself, 1. What did I actually learn today? 2. What went well? And 3. What can I improve tomorrow? By writing these answers down, you are actively building a personal library of wisdom. You stop merely surviving your days, and you start actively extracting real value from them.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this provocative question. Look at your current trajectory right now. Are your daily choices making you sharper, or are they making you slower? Remember, there is no plateau. Every single day, your brain is either growing or it's decaying. So take control of that shape. Start these habits tomorrow morning and just watch how your mind transforms. Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep learning.